Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Good ball, that too.
Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. Hernes tries to play it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lahm. He's a sharp little ball here. Seedorf takes control of it and he's on the move. Yeah. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. And it's Bellingham. And this is Ronaldo. Roberto Carlos.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Now it's Seedorf. Picked out brilliantly. And here's Seedorf. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, that's ambitious. It's bounced back off the post. Well, there's the clearance. Out of play for a throw. Seedorf. Botafogo still without a single shot on target. And here's Ibrahimovic. Backward it goes. It's Ibrahimovic! Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lahm. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's Bellingham. Shot could be on.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Seedorf looking for the run. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's very neat. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against... He's having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, what has happened? Oh, it's fallen loose again! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. On the through ball. And he's managed to get free. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And it's Roberto Carlos. Ball driven towards the far post. Cleared without hesitation. Vieira. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Vieira. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Roberto Carlos. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. The midway point of the game.
Botafogo ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Botafogo are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Nicely aimed pass. Mbappe! That is lovely.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Seedorf. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Lazio looking to pass their way through. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! It's a pretty loose pass. And one more try! Sticks it away! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 7.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So the first moment of real significance.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
And it's Vieira.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Šeško. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Botafogo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's a mighty effort! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Roberto Carlos looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Bale. Šeško. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
75 minutes played. Some really good ball movement. Oh, super ball! Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Knocks it into space. Rummenigge gets flagged offside.
Sostituzione.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Numero 6, Roberto Carlos. Lasciano il campo per il numero 21, Luis Suarez.
Now it's Bale.
Il numero 92, Bale. Il numero 20, il numero
Lahm
8.
might just make this. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Great vision. Šeško, bullish header!
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Bale. Lazio finding their passes. The pass has gone astray. Botafogo can consider themselves just about safe now. Vieira. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's run loose, who's going to get there? And he's there to get it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Lahm. Šeško. Nicely weighted ball, and he's picked it up out wide. No, again there's no way through. Lahm. Bale. And it's Nedved. Rafael Varane. Aimed beyond the defence. Foot in. Nedved. to Lahm. And that's that. Botafogo can reflect on a job really well done. Superior. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Seedorf. Ibrahimovic. So what can they make of this? Nicely aimed pass. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Roberto Carlos. Rummenigge. Hoeneß. And it's Seedorf. Here's Roberto Carlos. Lovely, now then. Rummenigge.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nicely weighted ball. It's Ibrahimovic! Missed by a fraction. Lahm. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Still goalless. And it's Lahm. Vieira. Lazio upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Strokes it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Hoeneß. Vieira. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. And it's Roberto Carlos. And this is Hullet. Vieira. Hoeneß. Vieira. That's a sharp pass. Oh, good take in a good area. Up he goes! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Seedorf. Seedorf. Hoeneß is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Looking for a runner. That's beautifully weighted. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Vieira. And it's Seedorf. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Searching pass he's played there.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, that's a very... Hoeneß! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Hoeneß is offering a right smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Hoeneß with the short one. And it's Roberto Carlos. It's Roberto Carlos! Lazio are looking to go forward now. Looking to play him in. He's having a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And again! Goal! Botafogo! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Botafogo are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Knocks it into space. Bellingham receives it in a wide position.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. That is ended up in no man's land. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Botafogo have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And we're off again.
Botafogo definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Vieira. Played back in. Oh, this is a great... Can he finish? And he's really put himself on the line here. He's got it all. Oh, taken with style. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contact. Honas! Oh, brilliant! Just brilliant!
And you know, this could well prove to be a pivotal moment in the match too. One of the star names scoring an absolute cracker to change the complexion of this second half. In front once more and with momentum.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
He's had a shot! Seedorf.
This is the time you need that pace.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Roberto Carlos, and here's Hullet. That's a good run down the left. Nicely shaped cross. Oh, what has happened here? Now this could be a chance. Vieira. And this is Ronaldo.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, what a climb! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Roberto Carlos goes on a charge down the left. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 18. Numero 7.
Botafogo.
Are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Lasciano il campo per
Bale
il numero
chasing
92.
after it, and he's intervened well there.
Il numero 21. Luis
Mateus
Suarez.
was steaming
Il numero
forward.
9. Ibrahimovic.
Lovely feet.
Il
And he
numero
shoots!
10. Cambio di giocatori.
Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And it's Bale. Lahm has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Oh, good-looking ball. Mateus. Lahm. And Mateus. Mateus. Lahm gets into some space. This looks promising. Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. What remarkable powers of recovery.
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football.
There's the shot! Goal! Botafogo! And again they hit the front. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Botafogo take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Lazio really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Hullet. And it's Hullet. Can he get it through? Oh, such a clever touch. Nesta does really well to win the ball there. Lahm. And that has left him in a heap. And he's managed to get free. Now that it's a mighty effort! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Sostituzione per la Lazio.
All hands on deck for this one.
Lahm. Numero 6. Roberto Carlos. Lasciano il campo per il numero 8.
They've played it
Il
short.
numero 14.
Very
Attenzione
nicely
alla
done.
Sostituzione.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That's tidy. Rice. Oh, nice touch. Swings in a... He rises! They've scored! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Chance here to counter. That's an imaginative pass. Vieira. Nuno Mendes. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Great vision.
Well,
And that is that. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. And it's made its way to him. Roberto Carlos. This looks promising.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Botafogo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Araujo. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Rummenigge. Very nicely done. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And that's been won straight back. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. And it's Bellingham. Roberto Carlos. Well, that has not gone well. Looking for the run. Ball driven towards the far post. Lahm is there and he can get that clear. Bellingham. There he goes, motoring forward. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Roberto Carlos goes on a charge down the left. That's very neat. Roberto Carlos, up he goes! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unearned.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence...
Bellingham! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, that's well spotted. And that is as far as they're going to go. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Ernest has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Ibrahimovic. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a good ball out wide. Lazio finding their passes, and the counter is on.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Ernest, now it's Rice, spread it left. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's crossed. Oh, smashing header! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Botafogo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looks to the other side.
That's a great ball crossfield.
Lahm. Ibrahimovic finds himself offside. Vieira. Rummenigge. Rummenigge going full steam ahead down the left flank. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Roberto Carlos. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And the half-time whistle goes. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Botafogo certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Botafogo go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che è possibile acquistare il programma dell'incontro odierno dagli stand vicino ai cancelli. Un bel ricordo della giornata. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And we're underway again. Nicely intercepted. Bellingham. And this is Hullet. Played out to the right. Lahm made a surge from full-back. As it turned out, unsuccessfully. And it's Lahm. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Botafogo do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Strong running down that left flank. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rice. Oh, well measured. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Hullet. A couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Vieira. Hullet. Passing is crisp and sharp. Ferdinand with a fine tackle.
Now there's a great block, if ever there was one.
Driving on and making good progress. Rice. Now Hoeneß. And here's Bale.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Lahm did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. No way through. Bellingham powering forward here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Out for a throw.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 18, numero 7, Cristiano Ronaldo, numero 5.
And he's worked it through. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic gets through on his own. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Botafogo really could have done without this. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. Oh, it's hit the post! They've done it! Platini duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Lazio get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Botafogo are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change.
And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Yeah, that's been intercepted. And it's Roberto Carlos. Some really good ball movement.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Lahm delivers. Keeper's dealt with that. Vieira. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And he's in on goal. Vieira. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pass somewhat off target. Nice looking ball. Nicely worked. It's a promising position. Lahm delivers. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
Botafogo can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Well, that's an excellent interception.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And there goes the final whistle. Botafogo pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Botafogo clearly came into this match with a good game plan, one designed to capitalise on an obvious weakness. They'd identified that and never really let go.
My thanks to Jim alongside me. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Well, this is a formation which seems to make pretty clear what their intentions are, Jim.
Well, Peter, when you have that many back, there's only really one tactic you can adopt, and it's the counter-attack. And while it's going to give you a very solid block defensively, it does leave you very little options attacking-wise, with effectively just one outlet.
Not too much possession football then?
Definitely not. They'll be trying to play with real efficiency.
Now it's Bellingham. Oh, lovely Phidias, decent chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. Roberto Carlos. Nice interception, well timed. Botafogo are looking to go forward now. And here's Bellingham. Bellingham! Oh no, this does not look good. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Raphael Varane. He's solid in the air, Peter, he's tough in the tackle, and a very good reader of the game. Most of all, though, if something goes wrong when the opposition break through, he's got the pace to get back and make a vital intervention.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Ibrahimovic. Nice control. He's gone for goal! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Hoeneß did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Roberto Carlos. Vieira. That's a good ball out wide. Lovely puck. Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's a sharp little ball here. Botafogo have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Zola. Lazio applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Looks to the other side. Roberto Carlos. Seedorf. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Big header! It's hit the upright. Lahm made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe! Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. He has found the way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's a little off target. Zola. Bellingham. Lazio finding their passes. And it's Bellingham. Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nice sequence of passes, this. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Attenzione, un cambio.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Botafogo come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Oh, that was vital. Zola is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Out towards the flank. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Lahm. Hernes. It's Seedorf. Roberto Carlos. And it's Seedorf. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Lovely bit of skill. That is good strength. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Zola. Zola will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Hernes. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Now it's Bellingham. Roberto Carlos. Swings in across. Danger averted for now. Seedorf. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Looking for options for movement. And he's only too happy to take that back. Bale. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Messi
Numero
does
25,
really well there, he is
numero
strong.
5. Lasciano il campo per il numero 10, Messi.
So
Il
who's he
numero
going to be
23,
aiming for here?
Il numero 8, cambio di giocatori.
And it's Vieira. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Hoisted it, climbs up big! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Hazard is offering a right smile there.
And here's Hullet. Hullet. And a chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
It's their second corner of the game. He gets big. It's in. Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Platini going face-to-face with his great rival. Half an hour gone in the second half. Now it's Hullet. Oh, important interception.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And this is Hazard. He's being urged to shoot. Spread out to the left. Lovely feet. Good ball, good take. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And this is Hullet. Hullet. Lahm. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, that's nice. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, smashing header! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, off the bar! And it's Rice. Now it's Bale. It's Bale! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
He rises! He's got a goal! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort, simply fantastic.
And that is that. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount